Guys, this is part two of the POLONIX live stream that I was trying to do this morning, but had some issues with the connection. But anyways, basically this application is fake. It's not a real application. Okay, that's the application. It's not real. Thousands of users are downloading it, and what they're downloading is some sort of potential spyware software that can get in and get into your phone and get your information. So I'll read the article real quick. I won't spend a lot of time on it because I went on this morning and put the information, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys had all the data. You can go on bitcoin.com, so https://news.bitcoin.com to get the information. And I'll just read this real quick. They're talking about the web being an open, dangerous place for cryptocurrency users, phishing, Trojans, and social engineering. All that stuff comes with the territory, ensuring that even the savviest of Bitcoin holders must remain alert. Within the walled gardens of Apple and Google's app stores, however, there's an assumption that if a mobile app has been vetted and downloaded in the thousands, it must be safe. I have been a victim of that myself because I've downloaded apps thinking that they were good, and then they start making your phone act real buggy. One of the ways that I start to protect myself is by having one of these. It's a wireless SanDisk thumb drive. See that? Push the little power button right here. Light comes on. See that? And it's linked directly to my devices. Everything that I put on here, pictures, video, I download it straight to this device, and that way I don't have any content on my devices. So if I need to do a hard reset, soft reset, totally completely wipe my device, I don't have to worry about losing anything. The biggest headache I have to do at that point is re-download my apps, and I try to keep my apps to a minimum. But you can always go back into the App Store and go into your applications and look at what's installed and what's not installed. Anyways, something you guys probably want to do, again, get one of these. 60 bucks, I think it's like 64 gigs, and it'll save you a lot of headaches in case you need to wipe your device. So the article goes on to say that neither the Google Play Store or the Apple Store is immune from its share of fake, spammy, or fraudulent apps, but it's Android users who tend to suffer the most at the hands of unscrupulous developers. That, I believe, is true. Not saying that Apple can't have its issues, but it just seems like Android, like Apple, seems to get targeted the most. One of the most egregious apps which has hoodwinked thousands of users is simply named POLONIX or POLONIX, despite purporting to be the official app, which if you go on their website, they don't have any links to any apps, nothing that says the App Store. For some reason, people keep trying to download it. The popular cryptocurrency exchange website doesn't have this kind of download. Let's see, its description boasts of such features as possible powerful exchange of BTC or other altcoins. So they're claiming that this app is powerful and it's going to be able to do what it says it does. But when you download it, all you're doing is downloading somebody's virus or whatever. Anyways, for users only taking a curious glance at the app before hitting download, it's easy to be taken in by the familiar logo and screenshots from the trading platform. A close inspection reveals a string of typos. That's probably one of the first clues, suggesting that all is not right. An assessment which is borne out by the app's average rating of just 1 star based on 162 reviews. The average web user might think twice before clicking on a suspicious email link, but will scarcely scrutinize the top results that appear in the App Store. And I'm guilty of that. I've learned not to open up suspicious emails, especially you get stuff, people saying, oh, you have $1 million waiting for you, send your account information. Most people already know not to mess with that stuff. But when you go into the App Store and you do a search, the top results, you automatically assume, oh, this is great. It's in the App Store. It's got to be legitimate. You know, can't be a virus, can't be malware. But a lot of times, according to this article, that's one of the things that's happening. You know, so most people won't scrutinize the top results that appear in the App Store. Judging by the hundreds of disgruntled comments, the POLONIX official app does nothing more than steal users' account credentials, followed by their coins. Now, again, this is one of the things that happened when Electroneum was about to release the wallets. They found out that people's email addresses were compromised. We don't know when the wallets are going to be open. Hopefully it'll be this week. I see a lot of stuff on Electroneum's feed on Facebook and Twitter. So if you want relevant content and links, that's where you need to go. There are a lot of spammers out there. There are a lot of people that are putting scammers that are putting stuff online to make it look like it's an official Electroneum, you know, bulletin. So be careful of that as well. The POLONIX app is by no means the only fraudulent one of its kind. There are at least 5 apps bearing the POLONIX name on Google Play alone. 5. One of the reasons why POLONIX has been so easy to impersonate is because the exchange lacks its own official mobile app. So there's no mobile app. It leaves a void which scammers have been only too happy to fill. If POLONIX was to issue its own app, as of most of its peers from Coinbase to Bitfinex have done, it would eliminate or hide most of the limitations in one fell swoop. The article also goes on to say that POLONIX or POLONIX, however you pronounce it, they haven't had any type of activity on their Twitter feed since 2016. That's almost 2 years. You know, thousands of users have since been duped. The blame game doesn't stop there. Google Play also deserves criticism for not weeding out these apps, and to a lesser extent, users should be more alert to the signs that such apps are blatantly fake. So the article is basically saying, the writer's saying that, you know, Google should do a better job of vetting these apps, but it's really up to the user, you and I, people like you and I who are in this crypto sphere. You know, you have a lot of money on the line, a lot of coins on the line. Do your research, do your due diligence. Don't get faked out by all these, you know, clickbait apps and all these people who are trying to steal your altcoins. It just takes one opportunity and you can be, you know, totally wiped out. There's no end to videos online of people getting hacked. You know, there's a quote in here that says, power is ever stealing from the many to the few. This is a guy named Wendell Phillips who wrote that over a century ago. Eternal vigilance is the price of liberty. Power is ever stealing from the many to the few. That applies equally to today. Scammers will try every possible attack vector to find a vulnerable target. There's even been reports of fake telephone support purporting to be from Coinbase and Kraken. These hoaxes, which typically emanate from India, sorry guys, I'm not the one that said it, the article said it, are merely an updated version of the Windows telephone scam. You guys are old enough to remember that Windows telephone scam? A lot of people got hacked that way. While the cryptocurrency space attracts its share of chancers, this problem is not isolated. Over 1 million people downloaded a fake version of WhatsApp from the Google Play Store, while bank bot malware, which steals passwords and 2FA details, have been deleted twice by Google, only to show up again, most recently under the name of cryptocurrency market prices. Guys, got to keep it on. Right here. Got to keep your thinking caps on. Boom. Can't get scammed. Can't allow it to happen. Not in this day and age. Users seeking to install mobile apps for their preferred cryptocurrency exchanges, ticker or wallet would be advised to click on links from the official exchange ticker or wallet site rather than risk stumbling upon a fraudulent version within an app store. Even when clicking on legitimate links, however, it pays to be cautious. One security company recently inspected the 90 most popular Android cryptocurrency apps, which have millions of downloads. Their findings: 94% used outdated encryption. 66% didn't use encryption at all. And 44% used hard-coded passwords stored in plain text. While Apple's ecosystem isn't entirely squeaky clean, the bulk of the issues with fraudulent or poorly coded apps emanate from Android. Cryptocurrency holders who cherish their security may decide the safest bet is to reserve their trading for desktop and keep their cell phones for price checks. Who do you think should bear the blame, guys, for users installing fraudulent apps? You think the users should be held fully responsible, or do you think people like Android, Play Store? You guys decide. Anyways, stay cryptic, people. Stay crypto.